I'm Nichole.
And I'm Christy.
And we're the Clarity Girls. And we're back with another episode of Spirits-uality.
We're going to break it down.
We're going to break it down because if you have had a psychic reading, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to have a conversation.
Because we do psychic readings, so we know a little about
we know
this.
about them, right? And so a lot of people come to Christy and I with all this information that other people have given them that are psychics. And it doesn't mean it's wrong, but it also doesn't mean it's like glued to the universe and that has to happen or else. Like, it's not gospel.
Exactly. You can't take it as gospel. You cannot say, this is the way that it's going to happen, this is how it's going to happen, this is the way that it is, because the reality is that we have a ton of free will here on this earth. Otherwise, it would be totally boring, right?
Yes. Well, so we have so much free will, but like, also we're, in my opinion, co-creators of the universe. We're people who make choices. Sometimes we stay in stupid, shitty situations. Sometimes we choose to go. Sometimes, like, there's all of these middle ground things that may happen in between. Some are other people's will. And as much as there's a general prediction or a way that things may go, it absolutely, like, if you got a prediction and you're like, I don't know if I really like that, but this is what's going to happen. Like, I had a lady come to me and she was like, I need to know if I'm going to die. Some lady told me I was going to die at 41 and I'm 40 and I'm about to turn 41. And I'm like, no, I mean,
dude, that's the worst.
It's so terrible. But like, there are people out there
like, who
giving
says that? Also,
I know.
So let's take a pause and just also point out that it's very important that you are careful who you are allowing to do your psychic readings, right?
Yes.
Because there are people who will say things like that and who are not connecting with the light, and you just want to be really, you want to feel that out and be choosy about who you choose.
Yeah,
Choosy
and
about how you
here's the thing is, when I got trained to do psychic readings, the woman who trained me was very particular about, like, you say it with certainty. And this is the information that's coming through and you say it with certainty. And although there are a lot of things I do say with certainty that feel 100% true to me, there are things that I don't feel will be helpful to say because I believe that your belief of it makes it true more so than it has to be true or not. There are a lot of things that are flexible in your life, including relationships, including jobs, and very few things have to happen.
Exactly. And when we come here, we have a specific soul contract, right? An intention of how we want to live our life. And so this is some of the things that we're tapping into when we are connecting with a psychic vision. But something that I noticed that you and I say a lot when we're doing readings is, you can speed that up if you want to.
Yes.
So don't get so caught up. A lot of people get caught up in the timeline. I remember somebody coming to me and saying, oh, well, I can't start this business because I saw a psychic and they told me it won't happen until this month. And no, you have to listen to your intuitive voice and what you're feeling like you need to do and what you've manifested, because maybe some things have changed from when you had your session.
Yes.
And maybe you've made some different choices since then.
And although I do truly and wholeheartedly believe there's so much accuracy to psychic predictions, so much accuracy, I also believe there's accuracy in your belief about the prediction. I believe that brings it to life more so than the prediction itself. And so I, again, know things about people I absolutely should not know, and that's a cool gift that Christy and I have. But I also know that, like, people have a choice in what they do and who they become and what that looks like. And I think one of the things I said to a lady today, I said, you know, I was seeing this job opportunity for her, and she's like, well, what is it? Like, what company? And I'm like, that feels so unfair for me to tell you because, you know, we communicate through pictures, through feelings and sensations, through random phrases and sentences. And we're interpreting what they mean to us in regards to what they mean to you. So, again, psychic information, super accurate, but the interpretation of it is up to the person who's reading you to decide.
And I also feel like one opportunity on one hand might be really great for somebody, but then if they make some different choices that change the course of their life, a better option comes along. So I would hate to see someone say, well, this is what was said to be the right decision for me, when their intuition is saying, choose this option. And so that's one of my issues with what I really like to emphasize when I'm doing psychic readings is make sure that at the end of the day, you listen to your own intuition above anything else that anybody has ever told you, because we are all designed to have this intuitive guidance system to show us the way, and your guidance system is always going to be way more powerful than the very best psychic that has ever existed. Period.
Well, and it's funny because one of the things that I said in 2 different sessions today was, but you already know this. I think psychic information and readings with psychics 9 times out of 10 are just validation for what you feel anyway, and feel like, so I had a woman ask me, I'm engaged. Is this the person I'm supposed to be with? And I'm like kind of laughing, not at her, but just at the notion of like, if you asked, what do you think that means? What do you feel that means? Because I know what answer you're looking for me to say, and I know what answer I want to say, but what do you feel like led you to ask that question? And so at some point, like, as much as I love psychic readings, I also love handing it back to people so that they can make educated decisions about their own life and make willful decisions about their own life that's in their best and highest good, because you're all capable of it. Like, we don't have to hand you the answer for you to live your best life. You already know. You're just, most of the time, seeking validation for things you already know. So trust your gut instincts. Trust your first responses. Trust the things that are driving you and telling you where to go and what to do, because our job is just to validate that for you through energy.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what it's going to be, is a validation. And so for me, what I really love to see is just to have that validation. How many times are we doing readings and people are just nodding their heads like, I know. And so trust yourself.
Yep.
Trust yourself that you know way more than you realize. Use psychic readings more for validation than anything. But at the end of the day, if something that somebody says to you does not click for you or does not fit for you,
that's not right.
Take what makes sense to you, leave the rest.
And as a vote for psychics, right? There have been things that I've had people say to me in a psychic reading that I'm like, you're full of shit.
Like, no fucking way.
No way. I remember somebody looked at me. I was 18 or 19 years old, and someone's like, you will have a baby girl in the next 18 months. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I'm not. I'm super careful all the time. Like, that's not in my plan.
Cut to Nichole, like, totally knocked up.
Cut to me, like, super knocked up. That person predicted my next 10 years, and just...
So also set it aside.
So if, take it for what it's worth, hold on to it, see where it fits, and then approach your life the way you would approach your life. Approach your intuition the way you would listen to your intuition, and do your own damn thing. Use it as guidance as needed. But most of the time, you're either listening to something saying, I don't want to hear that, or, yeah, I totally understand and know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Listen, I've had a lot of wine. I can't feel my face, so I feel like this is a good time for us to cut this off.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't even see the camera straight.
Make sure to like and subscribe to our videos. Sign up for Clarity University. Get registered. We're posting videos pretty much weekly, a couple weeks, and we're going to keep posting those from different people in different classes.
Personal development, spiritual development, psychic development, all of that stuff.
Person. And grab a copy of Rock Your Soul, which is now available on Amazon. Rock Your Soul, the down-to-earth guide to mastering your mind. You're going to love it. All right, guys. We'll catch you soon.
Bye.
Bye.